Hello. It's the Lady Long T-shirt. Tea time goes to the T-shirt. Hello, Marine. Hello, Snowdrop. Hello, Jasrisa. Hello, Judith. Burn the wig. It's not a wig, Judith. And get out of here trying to make me not feel good about myself. Skadoodle. If you're coming in here with negativity, go out the back door. Go out the back door. Go out the back door. Say what? Go out the back door the way you came in. I go the back door. Skadoodle. Skadoodle. Who else is in the house? Okay, I will check them out. Lovely Snowdrop. Thank you so much for sending me some stuff. Maureen, it's so good to see you as always. Hello, Demon Dictator. Hello, Media Markold. Okay, the party of the year. You got that right, girlfriend. It is. It is the event of the year. Kara's birthday party is a whole event. It is not your regular birthday party. It is a whole event. You're so right, Snowdrop. I'm almost ready. I was cleaning last night, my tables and vacuuming and mopping. I got to remop. I'm going to mop again the day before. And, let me show you guys something. This is her basket. This is her basket. I buy her a basket every year from a friend of mine. My sister used to work with her. She's retired. And she puts baskets together. And I don't know if you can see it, but look at all those gifts wrapped up. But anyway, Scorpio sent me $100. And so I put it on the basket. The basket is like, with shipping and everything, it's about, I gave my sister 200. Isn't that pretty? It's got a whole bunch of goodies in it. I'm kind of hiding it from her so she won't go and try to open it before the big day. Judith has left the building. Thank you for leaving. Hello, Media Marco. It's so good to see you. Coming to the other live, Media Marco. I think you're Marco. I think you're in the wrong chat. So that's where we're at, Snowdrop. Little bit washed dishes last night with Daddy. It was so cute. They cleaned out the sink and everything and was helping Mommy clean up. It was cute. And we moved her house. Let me show you. You see our house over there? I moved it right there. I don't think that's a good spot for it, but it's too heavy to take upstairs. And I said I was going to wait till my mom get here. Maybe she knows where to put it. Ooh, Maureen said, I just heard that on the Mark Dillon show, which I believe we're going to play, that Harry changed his mind and wants to stay in a PB, which may be some other place other than the castle. But the king has withdrew his invitation. I don't know if it's true. Ooh, see, Meghan, she must be talking about me. Meghan was never going to the UK. She was never going to the UK. She was never going to take the kids. And Harry knows that. And it has nothing to do with security. If security is what you need, then get security. You go out to different countries all the time and different places all the time. And now all of a sudden, you can't go see your father-in-law because it's dangerous in the UK. Make that make sense, Meghan? You're making these things up, these stories, this fictitious thing, that reasons why you don't want to go, the excuses that you come up with. This was, to me, her last opportunity to make peace with her in-laws. And once again, she has failed to do that. Why, you ask? Because she's self-centered and selfish. Self-centered and selfish, self-ado, all about herself. She was never going to take those kids to the UK. She's never going to take those kids anywhere out of the United States other than nowhere. Nowhere whatsoever. It's really a shame-a-do. And I agree with you 100%, Maureen. Yes. Yeah, get the negative vibes out. Thank you, guys. So that's what's going on with the party. Your hair, face, and nails are beautiful as always. Ignore the jealous people. Snowdrop. He said on Sunday a.m. he didn't want to stay at Buckingham House. And they changed his mind later on Saturday, as if everyone is just sitting waiting for him. Inconsiderate. Harry and Meghan is playing games. They think this is a game. They think this is to play with their kids and not let the king see the kids. The king has not seen Archie a little bit. And I don't think he's seen little bit at all, because she was born in the United States. So he's yet to get to see her. The king will not get to see his grandkids because he has a daughter-in-law that is selfish and self-centered and all about herself, and lying about being in danger going to the UK, making up excuses as to why, and blackmailing the royal family and doing all kinds of despicable, nasty things to the royal family to not allow them to see the kids. First, she lied and said she was taking the kids to the next Invictus Games. That was to Invictus Games prior. So she's yet to take the kids to this event. And what a great opportunity for her to get down there and get those kids in front of their relatives. But she wants us to think that she's this kind, loving, gentle, wonderful person that cares about family and friends and cares about people. But then when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, you see her true colors. Look how she treated her own father. Like he was scum. Like he is scum. She came up with every excuse in the book that why she couldn't reach out to her father when he got his leg amputated. I can't find his number. I don't have his email address. I don't know what hospital he's at. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know. I'm blind. I can't see. Everything's a blur. She plays dumb. That's what you do, Megan. You play dumb and ignorant. Oh, we don't have any security, knowing that you do. It's not going to be safe for me or the kids if we go there. I'm scared for my life. Excuses that you come up with. And the excuses that you come up with, who does it hinder? It affects everyone around you. It affects the kids because they won't get to know or meet their grandfather while he's alive. They won't get to meet their grandfather, King Charles, while he's alive. Or, no, she had no intentions of going. She was always going to come up with an excuse. Even if they had rolled out the red carpet for Meghan, she still was not coming. She was never coming. Never, ever, ever. This is her life that she's playing out, and everybody else has to adhere to it. In other words, Harry has to follow suit, because I know in his peewee of a brain would love for his kids to go visit his father before something happens to your father. And whose fault is that going to be, Harry? It's going to lie on you. It's your responsibility to get those kids over there to the UK to see their family. But they're not. I wish I had family. That's why I was so excited for Archie to have someone to hang out with. Archie has an army to hang out with. It's you that's blocking that connection. You're blocking the connection from the kids to their heritage, their family, and everything because of your self-centered, selfish ways. Me. It's all about me. Hello, Demon Dictator. Welcome to the podium.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Oh, good, because I'm using my headphones. I'm not sure if they work sometimes.
Oh, I heard you got new headphones. How are they?
Yeah, hopefully this stops the echo a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here is a moment in time. Here is not a moment in time, but this is Mark Dillon, I believe.
Dolan.
Yeah,
the problem is, this is just my personal opinion. Before you play Mark Dolan, there's a lot of different moving parts in this, and again, this is just my personal opinion. Is one, you've got Harry and Meghan playing games, right? Harry is obsessed, and he's been obsessed for many years that he is going to die. His wife or children are genuinely going to die. He genuinely is scared. So this is why he's actually hysterical over the security, first of all. Secondly, they've got the court case tomorrow. I beg your pardon, the Daily Mail court case tomorrow, which may or may not rule in his favour. That word on the street is he's going to lose. I don't know if that's true, but he's going to lose. So he's got the humiliation of that. He may have lied on the witness stand, which means that he has committed perjury. His insurance may not cover it, so he may be on the line for millions. So he's got the humiliation of that to deal with. His visa documents are also going to start being released as well. So God knows what that's going to uncover. So that's just Harry on his own. Now you've got Meghan, who is desperately needs an association with the king and the royal family to clean up her image, and her business is falling apart. She's in allegedly about £5 million of debt. And so there's a lot of issues here. There's a lot of different issues going on all at once. And so it's a little bit of a disaster. So we'll see if Meghan and the kids turn up. So the news today was that the royal family offered him a place at Buckingham Palace. It took too long for him to make a decision. He finally did make the decision last minute, and then on Saturday Buckingham Palace said, I'm sorry, it's too late, you now can't come because of the security. They have to prepare it all. So they withdrawn it, and now I don't know where they're going to stay, because he's literally going to be arriving any minute, and we'll see if Meghan and the kids are with him. So he's got nowhere to stay or royal property. And the other issue is he's also saying Meghan and the kids won't come to London, so they can go to Birmingham and all Thorpe House and everywhere else, but they can't come to London because London is not safe. So, but yet London, the UK is one big country. So if you can't not be safe in London, but be safe in Birmingham and all these places. So he's not making a lot of sense right now. So it's a very, very bizarre situation.
It really is. And you said some very great points. You started off with Harry being scared. And here's the thing about that, Harry, you being a scaredy cat. And if you're that scared, then why are you going yourself? If it's that bad of a place, then why are you going back there? And then number two, you lived there all your life, and now you want to put that your hometown is the most scariest place to go. And if you don't have the top of the line security, then you're not going to bring your kids. It was good enough for you to live in for how many years? Your own kids to be in the country that you were born in, Harry. Make it make sense. You and your wife are over there playing games, and you're going to slip and mess up. You're not going to have the opportunity to be back into the royal family at all. Your invitations are slim and far in between. And then we'll get to that. So I'm scared of my shadow. I'm scared of London because they're going to come and kill me situation or unalive me is a bunch of hogwash. It's an excuse that him and Meghan keep using to keep their kids away from the family. Your excuses are not a solution to the answer. It is not. You guys keep making up these, they're after me, the 2-hour car chase. We need a convoy. We need this and that. Like people are paying that much attention to you guys. The only people that pay attention to you is me and my followers and a few other people out there. You do not have the backing. You do not have the popularity. You do not have what it takes to be an A-lister, a royal, someone overly important. An A-lister, a royal, someone overly important.
Yeah, I just realised I'm still echoing.
Oh, that's sad. So the scary part, Harry and Meghan running around talking about they scared of their shadow. I'm scared to be in London. I'm scared to be in the UK. I'm not taking my kids there. Something could happen. Well, keep your messy, malicious, nasty self at the house then. And watch how your popularity continue to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle because people see how you are deliberately keeping the kids away from their family members because you're selfish, self-absorbed. Now,
they're just a little bit crazy people.
Yeah, just some whiny brats. A win. Security. Privacy. If I
know, it's like what? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you carry on.
Remember when she said, I wish that my kids I wish I had a sister. That's why I'm so happy that family. That's why I'm so happy that Archie has someone. No. It doesn't work like that. It's called extended family. It's called family. Something you know nothing about.
They just live in a fantasy world. They're just making it all up as they go along. She's got a big family. She kicked them all to the curb because she's scared of them coming out with the truth, and so she's just got to make it all up now, make excuses as to why she cut her family off.
Yeah, making up excuses. And you said they were $5 million in debt. Ooh.
Well, allegedly, that's what I heard. It's her as ever. She's all that stock that they never
sold.
She didn't sell, so it's about £5 million in debt. Sold, sorry. So she's about £5 million in debt. Yeah. It's not like you can put that on a credit card and pay it off.
Right. Then they both waited until the final hour to decide that they don't want to go or they can't make it. You knew from the beginning. You just wanted it to go out there. Word on the curb is Meghan will maybe returning to the UK. She likes those headlines. She wants those headlines. She needs a headline. And now it
is partial. They love the attention of it, but also at the same time, they were just trying to. It was something that they could hold against the king. If you don't give me the security, you don't give me what I need, I'm going to hold the kids against you. So it was both, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to blackmail you. If you don't give me what I want, then the kids are not coming, and neither is Meghan. Well, keep your floppy-to-do self at home. But this will come and bite you on your butt. You will be accountable for not allowing those kids to see their family because of the selfishness within you. Because of what
and also you look at
Go ahead.
And all those charities, the charities are just not going to have nothing to do with these people. Look at the drama and the carnage that they cause, and withholding kids from their families. No charity is going to want to have anything to do with these two.
No charity is going to have anything to do with them. You're withholding the kids from seeing their family. You're withholding the kids on purpose because of your selfishness, Meghan, because of your lack of humanity, the lack of humanity that she has to keep those kids from their family. If I was those kids, I would grow up with a grudge against you because you're making decisions for us that are not good.
I think they're going to grow up with a bit more than a grudge. I think they're going to grow up with as many mental health problems as their parents, the way they're carrying on.
Yeah,
even though Harry's
But I pray that they get the
Yeah,
hell out of there as soon as they turn 18. Run like hell. Where the
I
feet
do.
at?
Yeah, and
No,
you know what? Because
the hell out of there at 18.
two of Harry's charities are children's charities, Well Child and Scotty's Little Soldiers.
Oh, speak on it.
Children's charities. And how can you sit there and withhold your kids and use them as a bargaining tool for your parents and hold your kids away from your both families and represent children's charities as well? It's not right. It ain't
How in
right.
the hell can you advocate or be a part of or even fix your lips to say anything about kids and charity when you don't even have them around their family because you're so selfish
Exactly.
and so selfish and so self-centered and so all about yourself that you have disconnected your kids from their heritage, from their history, from a part so they can be a part of something. She let them miss the coordination. Like they
Yeah.
come around a lot. Like that's something that happens every day.
It's just so, yeah, and I hope Invictus kicks them to the curb. I hope they kick them all to the curb. Harry and Meghan, the carnage that they cause is just horrendous. And
It is.
representing children and families charities when they treat their own children like this, it's horrendous.
You treat your own kids like they're locked in this cage in this tower where the big bad people can't come and see them, but come to find out you're the bad people. You won't allow them to come outside and be free. You won't allow them to be kids. You won't allow them to see their relatives, the people that are connected to them because of your selfishness. And like Demon Dictator said, the nerve of you to have a kids charity or be a part of any kind of thing that has anything to do with kids when you treat yours with such little disrespect.
Yeah,
She doesn't
it's really
respect
sad.
them. I'm keeping them safe. No, you're depriving them from their heritage. I thought that you gave them prince and princess. Why don't you let them go over there and see what it feels like to be that since you bestowed that upon them?
Yeah.
Hello, the healing
They
heart. Welcome.
Yeah, it's just sad. It's really sad. So it's going to be an interesting week to see what happens. We've got a lot of stuff going on, court cases, visas, documents, whether Harry and Meghan and the kids are going to turn up.
And you can go out of town. You can go to all these different countries and stuff. But when it comes to your kids getting to know their family, you are depriving them of that because you're making excuses and the excuses aren't adding up.
Yeah, and you see Charles with his William's kids. He's a lovely granddad. He's a beautiful granddad and a doting grandfather, and you're taking that away from the other two. It's really sad.
It really is. It's the kids that's gonna suffer. It's the king that won't get to see his kids before the end of his life because of these two idiots, because of the decisions it's just appalling, and it's just goes to show everyone and remind us who she is. She has convinced or told Harry these kids are not going to the UK because we're not getting the security that we should have. So I'm going to pout about it and be a bitch and not let the kids see grandpa and the king and queen. So I
bet she's causing hell. Yeah. I bet she's causing hell behind the scenes, screaming, probably lying on the floor. He's lying on the floor in the fetal position, she's lying on the floor in a wardrobe crying. It's just nasty to me. And do you know what else he said that wound me up so much? And I think it made a lot of people angry, because we were in Sunflower's channel the other day when he said it, that he said he's in so much danger that he could a terrorist attack, that because he's being threatened by terrorists, he could bring a terrorist attack to the stadium with Invictus. And you don't say that in the UK. You don't say it. In the UK, we've been under threats I don't want to say the bead, I'm going to say bead. We have been beat to smithereens in this country. London has been attacked all of my life. We used to have the problem with Northern Ireland. London has been attacked, Brighton, Manchester, Scotland, Yorkshire. We have been under terrorist attacks. Even 10 years ago, Ariana Grande concert was attacked and a lot of people lost their lives. And we had 7/7, and you just don't say that in this country. You don't threaten that attack, because a lot of people's lives have been ruined in this country by those big terror attacks. And he's not even joking about it, and it's not even funny, Harry, to even say that. Because I was part of, when that 7/7 happened and the Ariana Grande, I was part of the first response teams that in the companies that I worked in, who had to deal with the aftermath of that. Yeah, who had to deal with the aftermath, where you've got to send out like messages, everybody report into the building, report what's happened, and you've got people on the phone, I can't come into work because one of my family members hasn't come home. And the Ariana Grande, little people have got to be looked for, because little people didn't come out of that. And for him to make a joke of that, no, England are not going to be happy with that at all.
He's always saying something that he shouldn't be saying. Just like he said that it was going to be the king's fault if something happened to him.
Yeah.
And his wife and his kids, as if they are the king's responsibility.
Yeah. And it's just this, like, if you're sitting there saying, oh, terrorists are going to come after me and there might be a terrorist attack, then don't come. Save the country, save yourself, save your kids and family, and don't come. If you're going to start being stupid like that, don't come. It really is.
Okay, let's hear what they have to say.
Yes, I can do it.
Join Harry in London over safety fears. For reaction, let's welcome talk. Meghan and children will not join Harry in London over safety fears. For reaction, let's welcome Talk's royal correspondent Rupert Bell. Good morning, Rupert.
Good morning, Mark.
What will the reaction be in the palace to the news that Harry will come to London alone?
Well, I think it's just all part of this never-ending soap opera. Because will he, won't he? Who's coming? Will they come at the end of the week once he's concluded his business in London? I mean, the whole thing is just a mess of, let's be honest, of Harry's making. He's the one deciding that, yes, of course, there will be some level of security, but he wants the bells and whistles version, which he's not going to get. And he seems to think that he won't be protected at all. Now, every assessment is made of if he's coming to this country, but Meghan, and he says, my family will not be safe. I suppose he's got some reasons for thinking that, but I'm not sure what it is. So therefore, once again, this sort of last minute decisions, it must be eye-rollingly annoying for members of the royal household as they try and work out exactly what they should try and do to facilitate his visit here, which ultimately is about promoting Invictus. There's going to be a ceremony sort of heralding the year before Invictus gets underway in Birmingham at the end of the week, which Meghan may still attend. But where will the children be? This is the great dilemma for the household. Can the king see his grandchildren? I've no idea, and I'm not sure. And Harry, of course, there's going to be the announcement of the court case against the Associated Newspapers. I think that's going to get, the judgment will come out on Tuesday, which could be a big negative for Harry if the course goes against him. So so everything is sort of up in the air again. It's desperately frustrating.
And it's a reminder to the palace, to the firm, that you cannot do business with these people, Rupert. That if you have any kind of interaction with the Sussexes, it's going to end in negative headlines, drama, and a right royal circus.
Well, yes. Well, I mean, it is so frustrating. It is a circus, and it's Harry's doing. We get sort of bits drip fed to their favored media outlets, which just adds to the mess of the whole thing as well. So it just is one that there's no trust between Harry and the royal household, because they don't know what they're going to do, and until they learn to build some trust and actually try and do things under the radar, then the hopes of repairing the fractured relationships with maybe his brother.
No, there's no reconciliation. There's no repairing. There's no let's get back together and have a kumbaya. Meghan is making that very clear, that she doesn't want peace. She doesn't want them to get together and hang out and be with the family. She doesn't want this family dynamic. Meghan is not one of those people that cares about anyone else's feelings or thoughts. She doesn't care that King Charles wants to see the kids. That's not important to her. She's not trying to make plans to bring the kids over to see the king. Why is that? What you gonna do? Wait until he passes away and then bring the kids to the funeral? Meghan is making a big fool out of herself on a world stage, and her behavior is unacceptable. Oh wow, Ziggy Lee, that's something that you have to deal with. That's interesting. And hello to you too, gorgeous. Hello, Diane. And Harry has no humility within his bones. He is just as horrible as his wife. That is true, because he allows it to happen. He allows it to go down like that. He allows it to play out as if this is okay. They are making fools out of themselves and enemies. They continue to, this isn't a good look for them, not taking the kids to see the king, having the opportunity. Here's the opportunity. And then here they go, not allowing this opportunity to be had because of her selfishness. And he is just as worse as she is. It is shameful. I agree with you, Ziggy Lee. Hello, Rosemary. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Didn't Harry learn his lesson from when his late queen grandmother was passing away? No, he hasn't learned anything. He's still got his face so far up Meghan's butt, he can't even see straight. And the mere fact that he allows, and I say allow because he is the prince, his wife to take this kind of control over their kids, over who sees them, over communication with the royal family, it's appalling. And it's always something with her. This could have been the greatest opportunity. I would have been like, oh, wow, this is something. But I'm not shocked that she has not allowed them kids to see their grandfather. I am not shocked. Are you guys shocked because the kids are not able to see their family due to their parents? There is a such thing as called grandparents' rights. I think Meghan did it on purpose. She couldn't wait to leave the UK so she could guard those kids and use them as leverage. I am too, Carl. I'm extremely disappointed and fed up. I think I'm just fed up with Meghan and her shenanigans.
And his sister-in-law just is not going to happen. And Harry has got to start reading the room.
Hello,
As
Harry.
always, you're on the money, Rupert.
Start reading the
This
room.
is a couple in Harry and Meghan that have squandered a wonderful opportunity to rehabilitate their public image and to recalibrate their royal credentials. They had it all going for them, Rupert. The trip was happening with the King's blessing. He's offered them accommodation at potentially Buckingham Palace or on the Windsor estate. He could have met his grandchildren, the King, for the first time.
He offered them a place to stay on his estate, had security. As long as they're with the royal family, they will have security. But Meghan is wanting security like the president of the United States. She wants people walking around with bulletproof vests on, securing her. But I don't care what the excuse that she comes up with. Just like she was going to come up with an excuse as to why her father couldn't walk her down the aisle. Remember that shenanigan? She didn't invite her father to walk her down the aisle. She was coming up with excuses as to why he couldn't come. She was going to make up some reason. Trust me. It was getting to the final hour. I agree with you 100%, Snowdrop, about Ziggy Lee's job. Oh, you got to be more careful, Snowdrop. They shouldn't. Meghan wants people walking around with bulletproof vests on to protect her. And guess what? Nobody's after you. Nobody even knows that you halfway exist other than you're Harry's wife. And now you're depriving the king of seeing his grandkids once again because of your selfishness. Because of your selfishness and making excuses that don't even make sense. I'm not going because it's dangerous. You can say that about everything. You can say it's dangerous about going to the grocery store. It's dangerous going to the corner. It's dangerous going to the park. Making these lame excuses. And this is the kicker. Because Harry grew up in London and act like that ain't his hometown. He's treating it real disrespectfully like. Real disrespectful. Exactly. She's a red flag.
Since 2022, and all of that has gone up in smoke.
Yeah, but although there is still talk that they might come at the end of the week when they're sort of the things they were planned to do in London, which I think includes a trip to the Royal Hospital at Chelsea, and there may be a couple of other engagements that have been planned. But once he moves out of London, so could they go to Althorp? Anything. And this is what I think is annoying everybody. What the heck are you doing, Harry? You know, what's the plan? Get a grip. That, I think, is really the issue. Why do we have to have, you know, will they, won't they sort of next installment? And, you know, we're not sure. Yes, we're coming. No, we're not. Now we're still not sure if they're coming at the end of the week. So the whole thing is just a soap opera. And it's a soap opera of Harry and Meghan's making. And I think, for some extent, they like it because it...
They like it. Rupert. They love this soap opera. They get off on it. This is part of Meghan's illusion of just an illusion. You know, this is Meghan's making.
What up, Lady L, the OG of the sector? What up? What up?
What's going on with you?
Man, not much, man. This Meghan Harry story is kind of interesting, man. She keep making moves, and Harry is he's stuck.
Well, the thing is that he's not being the man of the house.
That's what I'm saying. She wearing the pants.
Yep. She's wearing the pants.
Yeah, he got to get out of there. She wearing the pants. It's like, all right, if I can't be the man of the house, I got to get out.
Right. What's the point? The order of the house is gone. The whole order. What happened to the man of the house? What happened to him setting the tone? What happened to him making some decisions here? No, she's making all the decisions. And I agree with you, Ziggy Lee, chick with the crown. Meghan isn't afraid of kidnapping or terrorists. She's afraid of facing Prince William and Princess Catherine and the UK in itself. She created this situation that nobody likes her.
If they got children, mark my words, she gonna put his ass on child support. Why?
Well, he gonna be more than just child support. They're gonna have to pay her a little lump sum. They're gonna probably give her a lump sum. So you already see the divorce happening.
Yeah.
Harry act like he is dumb, stupid, and ignorant and has no backbone. He's never stood up to his wife. His wife has always slung him around like a douchebag. And it is what it is.
So she always treated him like a doormat, and he never checked her one time. And she just ran it, and she just like, I'll take you, honey. You can treat me way back. It's like, no, it's not gonna last. She gonna lose respect, and then she gonna leave your ass after a while.
Right. She doesn't respect him. She doesn't respect him. He's a doormat, and nobody want a doormat. And especially the type of person Meghan is. And he's a wimp. You're a wimp.
Yep. He definitely is a wimp. So I don't know what he gonna do now.
I don't either, but now he's in the UK looking like an idiot. Looking like a straight up idiot without his kids. Nobody cares if she doesn't come. So be it. Hello, Diane. She can't be kind and think of others, only herself and what she wants, taking advantage of it all. And you can tell she only thinks about herself because it's only serves her. It only makes her happy. Not taking the kids to see the king is making Meghan happy. Not everybody else, Meghan. And Harry is just the doormat. Let's see what else they're saying. Happy life.
It's like she dating another woman, kind of.
She what?
It's kind of like she's dating another woman.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that.
You was like, huh? You was like, oh.
Yeah, he is making it seem like that his hometown. This is Harry's hometown. He's trying to make it seem like it's the most dangerous place on earth. I can't go back there and we can't take the kids because it's dangerous. It's a bunch of hogwash.
Yeah.
It's her attempt to keep being in control of the narrative all the time. I'm in control. The kids aren't going anywhere. We're not going to the UK. Never, 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 never. Ziggy Lee says she doesn't see a divorce. I see Harry being a widower before a divorce is finalized. Okay. Rosemary, she won't divorce Harry. She has to stay married to collect the title. That is true. That is true. She's not going anywhere. She needs him too bad. That's her meal ticket.
So he can't get his own business. It's almost like he needs her to be his mama. Like, take care of my food, take care of my rent. Like, I need your money.
Yeah, he act like he's not the man of the house. That's for sure. And that it's weird. Like, I couldn't imagine my husband not being the man of the house, being in control, guiding us and leading us. You know, and then we're doing it as a team as well. But I still have to go and want to go by what my husband says, because you know what does that make sense? Like, if he said something as simple as going out to eat, where do you want to go to eat, honey? I want to go here, I want to go there. And then we start debating on what we want to do. So it's a collaborative situation with me and my husband. But sometimes, you know, I'm submissive most of the time, and I let my husband lead.
Yep, definitely you let your man lead. Yeah.
So
If you're not the man of the house, something is definitely wrong.
right. Let's see what these two gentlemen have to say about the situation.
Around them.
Yes, and what it does is it perpetuates the victim narrative to which Meghan Markle is so attached. This is more material, isn't it, for a future documentary or a future book? Oh, we wanted to come to England for the king to spend time with his grandchildren, and they wouldn't facilitate our security. You know, this unfortunately is grist to the mill for the Sussexes.
Absolutely. And, you know, I'm sure if there is a book or another documentary, this will be reflected in it and show and say, well, this is why we left, because we got no help from the royal family and they were prepared to put our lives at risk. I mean, that's the way they see it. Is that the case? I'm pretty sure, you know, other members, you know, the Princess Royal, yes, when she's on official duty, has security, but when she's in a more private capacity, security is right down. Of course, there will be some level of security around the members of the royal family, and that includes Harry. But of course, he wants to be seen driving around London with the sort of full outrider effect that his brother and other senior members of the royal family have.
Well, I think that you are not, Rupert, indulging in a conspiracy theory there, because I have it on good authority from Ken Worf, a man that you know very well, Diana's former bodyguard, who spoke to me just a few days ago on my YouTube show, The Mark Dolan Show, which is all about the royals. And Ken Worf, Rupert, said that this is not about security and it's not about safety. It's about Harry's ego, that he wants the cop cars and the blue lights and the police outriders.
It is not about Meghan, and it's not about his ego. It's about Meghan's ego. Meghan wants this convoy of cars coming down the street like she's the president of the United States, or if she's the king of England. And
I guess she is the king.
She wants to be king. She wants to be queen and all this other stuff and have more than what every other royal is having. I want security. I want the robe. I want to be on the balcony. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you're not even a real royal. You're a royal by marriage only.
Yeah, definitely by marriage.
Yeah, so I don't think it's his ego. I think it's his wife, and he allows to be punked by her.
Damn. Well, I mean, how long? Because it might get to the point where it's either divorce or he gonna end up getting fed up to the point where he might have to beat her up just to, and then he'll go to jail. That's what I think. One or two things.
Well, I think that he's just going to be a wussy for the rest of his life, and she's going to control everything. And because he's been submissive for 7 years now, and why not another 7?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're a woman and you control the situation and you run over this man, at a certain point, don't you want to leave that man for a dominant man? Like, why would you want to stay?
Well, yeah, but that's somebody that ain't thinking of. She's selfish, so she needs Harry to be relative. Now, if they were to divorce, she still would be relative, but she wouldn't have the titles. And that would bother her, like someone said in the chat earlier. That would bother her if she no longer had the titles, the Duchess of Sussex. Because if she divorces him, then she doesn't get that title anymore.
So she was like, I'm going to use you, walk all over you, but I'm not going to divorce you because I need your fame. I need your relevance. I need your lineage. You know what I'm saying? And so no wonder she was like, I'll run over you, but I'll still stay with you. I'm like, man, that's sort of weird. Like, but she can't have a title on her own. Like, she don't have a family of her own.
Oh, speaking of that family, she doesn't connect with them. She's thrown them to the curb, says she wants nothing to do with them. She doesn't have a family. She doesn't have a father. Her father is dead to her. Her half-sister is dead to her, and her brother. She trashed both sides. She trashed her own family and her mother's side of the family. She didn't even invite them to the wedding.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about.
Wow.
Hi, CC.
Hey, CC. How you doing?
Life, and will have to be, otherwise she won't have nothing. Yep, Rosemary, she's going to keep the titles. She's going to keep the situation, but she's a menace to society.
Ken Wharf said that there will be the bodyguards of the Sussexes who will have a liaison with the UK authorities. He also said on the record, Ken Wharf, that there's no way that the authorities, that the police, or that King Charles will allow Harry and the family to come to harm.
I mean, we all know that. So it is an ego thing for Meghan and Harry. They want to feel that they're still so important that they need to have absolutely everything. And I think Meghan's the one ultimately who craves this sort of center of attention around her. And this adds to it by having the sort of full security outright. Look at me, how important am I? Yet they're not. They're no longer members of the royal family. Right. Yes, he's coming to promote Invictus, which I absolutely agree that is.
You're not important anymore.
Such an important.
You're not. You are not this important couple of the royal family anymore. You used to be a senior royal. You used to be on the balcony with the rest of the royal team. You used to have it going on. You used to be a part of something, but you're not anymore. You kicked yourself out. And now the not only did you kick yourself out, but you're keeping your kids away from the family that they should be connected to. But
I tell you what, when she runs the relationship, no wonder why it's in shambles. And the family's looking at them like, yeah, good luck.
Lisa's in the house. Did I miss you? There you go. Hey, Lisa, so good to see you, sweetheart.
What up, Lisa?
What's wrong with your timing, sweetheart? I know I was looking for you earlier. Lisa, I was looking for you. I said, I wonder where she's at. I do that, like when I don't see some of my regular people that come in here, my regular supporters. I wonder if they're like, today I was like, I wonder where Lisa is. I wonder if she at work. But only did that because I know that she comes and I look for her. So that's pretty cool. Let's finish.
Thing that is done and what its objectives are. And same if he's going to Royal Hospital, Chelsea, again, all good news for those particular organisations. But the whole story around it takes the gloss off it with all the narrative around their security. It's a mess.
And Rupert, I know that you're very interested in the views of our audience on this one. So let's take a voice note, if we can, from Sally.
Good morning, Mark. Regarding Harry and Meghan's visit, when it was first mooted that Meghan might be coming, I thought never. She will never set foot in Britain again. And it was just an enticement to His Majesty the King. She is a wicked person for doing that.
She's wicked.
He should see his grandchildren, and Harry should bring them.
Does he know that she's wicked?
I think absolutely.
I mean, by now he should know because she did say that they were racist.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's done some despicable things, Happy Life.
Absolutely dreadful. Poor man.
And I wonder why she ain't in jail.
Okay.
Language in regard to Meghan Markle. The Sussexes would deny what you've said, but you're entitled to your view. And that's the problem we've got, Rupert, is an angry public who have had it up to here with the Sussexes.
Well, it's just getting boring and tedious now. I think people are, just saying, oh, here we go again. It becomes a sort of, you end up just thinking fatigued by the whole thing because you can't actually think, there's always some drama surrounding Harry. Now, he would say, well, this is not my fault. I just want that and I think I'm entitled to it. But his element of self-importance is creating the problem. And he can't just get on and say, right, let's just get on with it and do it. And then everything should be all right. Now, God forbid if anything happens, but then I'm sure there will be some level of security because, as I think when you're talking to Ken, the last thing is they want something to happen to him. So, I don't know why he thinks he needs this extra level when I'm pretty sure there will be a degree of security. I don't know why he's talking to Ken. The last thing is they want something to happen to him.
Why is she wrinkled? Let me show y'all. Why is she wrinkled? Can y'all see that? Hello, Lisa B. Hello, Lisa. She's working through. Hello, Lisa B's in the house. So good to see you. Yeah, them wrinkled pants. I thought I was.
So, I don't know why he thinks he needs this extra level when I'm pretty sure there will be a degree of security.
It's not that he needed, it's because Meghan wants it. And if Meghan doesn't get it, then Meghan's not coming. That's the narrative. It's my way or the highway. You either give me what I want or I'm not coming. It doesn't matter if you want to see the kids or not. That's not them.
Well, if he don't, like you said before, he didn't set the tone. So she was like, my way or the highway. If you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, hey, I own everything. I'm the king. I got your throne now.
Okay. Carl
That's
said,
how she acted. That's how she acted.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Like she's the big bad wolf. Carl, it says, who the heck are Harry's friends? Can someone talk some sense into him?
No.
No, they haven't been able to, Carl. They haven't been able to talk any sense into him. They haven't been able to um, reach him. As a matter of fact, he doesn't have any more friends because Meghan kicked him to the curb.
Oh, so Megan's like, bitch boy, yeah, you might want to kick your friends to the curb. They disrupting our
Yes.
empire, bitch boy.
Yes.
And Harry's like the woman. He's like, okay, babe, I'll do it. They're like, all right, that's right, bitch. Now go kick them to the curb.
Yep. Exactly. So he doesn't have any more friends. He only has one, and I believe that's Nacho.
But then Megan's like, well, kick all your friends out. Fuck it.
Yeah, she did. She said they were childish.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa B, it's good to see you. The friends.
It's kind of like Megan might as well say, I'm your God at this point. That's it.
Yeah, she separated him from his family. She said, we're going to the United States to live in Montecito with the A-listers because that's where I want to be. So she invited all these A-listers to her wedding that she didn't even know. And now she wants to live amongst them. And she does.
Wow.
She never was planning on staying in the UK. Like the caller that just called in and said, Meghan is an embarrassment and people are fed up with her shenanigans. They're done.
I wish he would have just put his foot down like, hey, we're going to stay. We're going to take the kids. Either you're with me and we're cool, or, okay, I'm going to stay here. You go down there to the United States. Like, no, like, I'm going to do what I want to do,
Exactly.
Meghan.
I'm staying right here, me and my kids. You going back to the United States. Meghan isolated him from his family. He has no backbone. He is a weakling. He's a doormat. He's a frog. Ribbit.
Look here. If I had
the security force,
if I had like a badass family lineage, you know what I'm saying? If I had a badass family, we had an empire, we had money and all that, and a woman is like, oh, we'll just come back to the US with us. I'm like, no. I mean, I can find another woman that's just like you, that's cooperative. So.
Exactly. And that's what Harry should have did. And they were telling him he was warned not to marry this girl. He was warned that maybe take your time and get to know her a little bit more. He was warned that she would be exactly what she's doing today. And he's still naive.
Wow.
To the point where he allowed her to separate him from his father, his brother, and his entire family. They don't have a relationship. Him and his brother used to be best friends. They don't even speak to each other.
Wow.
They are estranged. And I wonder whose fault is that?
Meghan.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't want you because she wants to be in control of Harry. And she knows if he is surrounded by people that can influence him, that's not good for her, because then she's going to be, oh, he's undermining me. His friends are don't like me. They said they didn't. And then Meghan dissed her own friends. She trashed them, got rid of her own friends. After she married Harry, they were no longer of use to her.
Wow.
It feels like Meghan is always trying to climb this ladder that she's never going to be fulfilled. I'm climbing, I'm climbing, I'm climbing, I'm climbing, and nothing.
I mean, how much success do you need? It's kind of like being the devil. It's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna use people, I'm gonna manipulate people, I'm gonna cut them off, and I'm gonna claim that top letter: money, success, status. I'm beautiful. I'm above the earth. I'm an independent woman. I'm the god of this. If I got a man, I'm gonna control him. Now, if he puts his foot down and actually dominate me, then I'll reason. But if I got influence over his ass, I'm just gonna keep climbing and climbing, and then maybe she'll die after a while because there's nothing left to climb.
There's nothing else. There's nothing left. There is nothing left for her to try to achieve in her small little brain cells.
Yeah.
But this was her opportunity of a lifetime to make amends with the royal family, to allow them to see the kids. But I'm starting to believe she's hiding those kids for a reason. Why is she hiding those kids from their family? Is there
because they don't want the family to teach the kids how to excel. Like, she wants to control her own kids through her own lenses. So if she got a daughter or something like that, she gonna lead her daughter to be like her. And then if she got a son, she's gonna lead the son to be a simp like Harry. That's just the way it is.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that's too bad. I really feel sorry for the kids in this aspect because they are the ones that are not going to be able to have that connection with King Charles, have that connection with their family in the UK. But since she's selfish and self-centered and all about me, you can't see past that. Oh, I just got real hungry, Happy Life.
What you gonna eat today? Mac and cheese?
I think I'm gonna get me a salad from the salad store.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the threat level.
Now, Rupert, you're one of the busiest men in broadcasting. Not only are you Talk's royal correspondent, but of course an elite level sports broadcaster at Talk Sport, the world's biggest talk sport radio station. The England game is going to be 1 a.m. against Mexico.
Okay, they're talking about something else. I want to show you guys this real quick. You can't just walk up with a suitcase, Harry, talking about you're going to go see your family. Prince Harry is brain dead.
But let's talk royals. We've not done that for a while, but I'm delighted to say it gives me an excuse to talk to Talk's royal correspondent, Rupert Bell. Very good morning to you, Rupert.
Good morning, Julia. Are you feeling tired and emotional this morning?
I've got not emotional, because I have to say that's the first time I've ever seen my husband watch football without beer in his hand. But it was 5:30 in the morning, so maybe a little early even for us. But certainly tired. Now I wonder whether Harry's going to be tired, get a bit of jet lag when he arrives in the UK. There's been all this toing and froing and umming and ahhing about will they, won't they? He's coming over the Victor's Games. Is Meghan coming? Are the kids coming? Are they going to be reunited with their grandfather they've not seen in 4 years? What's actually going on?
No, I don't think anyone knows. I think the royal household are just tired with it. By all accounts, they offered accommodation. He then ummed and ahed.
In Buckingham Palace as well.
Yeah, and then they ummed and ahed, and they said, well, you've now told us too late. And also, they've got the thorny question of this court case, the verdicts coming out. And phone hacking and finding out information through illegal means.
And we're going to get the result of that tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. And also, if he was then staying in a royal palace, then that all makes it sort of slightly uncomfortable. It really is just king, so there's that element too. But actually, if you look at it, 1 minute the children are coming, 1 minute they're not coming. It is, I mean, EastEnders couldn't write this script. It really is just a soap opera that Harry's creating, because he ums and ahs and thinks he's needs a sort of designer bells and whistles security. Yet you can see other members of the royal family just get on with it. He's also citing that he can't bring them to London, but he could bring them to somewhere else in Britain. So where does the security threat suddenly go easier?
And that I find a bit confusing, because it's not entirely clear whether Meghan and the kids, whether Archie and Lilibet are actually going to come to the UK, but they'll go and visit Diana's grave at Althorp and things like that. But here's the thing, you know me, look, I'm a Republican, okay, and I'm.
Oh, what you showing now?
Very high profile.
Someone sent me some nails, and they know I like nails, so
I like the black ones.
I do too. I like the black ones. Snowdrop sent them to me. And
Shout out to Snowdrop.
shout out to Snowdrop. And she also sent me we're going to do a commercial, but before we do that, it's just interesting. One moment they're taking the kids, one moment they're not taking the kids, and she was never taking the kids. The Buckingham Palace shout out a prince. They invited him to stay at the castle, one of the rooms in the castle, and he never got back to them in time. So I think he's going to be staying somewhere else. I also wanted to show you guys a video but before I do that, I'm going to do a commercial break. Okay. Okay. Here's a commercial break until I pull up.
Is that even a question? Of course we'll take William. The whole world takes William. The only person who'll take Harry is his PR guy, Liam. Now, Harry had a little bit more grace from people, but it was the crap that they were producing that they wanted to shove down Americans' throats, like they're lousy podcasts, right? And then it started letting slip that Harry had this great idea where he wanted to talk to world leaders about their daddies and how they ended up so crazy and he didn't. Something like it was so patronizing and ridiculous. And you were all just like, wow, you really do think we're stupid.
Harry or William?
What, really? Is that even a question? Of course we'll take William. The whole world takes William. The only person who'll take Harry is his PR guy, Liam. Now, Harry had a little...
Hello, Demon Dictator. Welcome back.
Hi, everyone. I've got an update for you.
Okay.
Prince Harry has arrived in the UK. And guess, are they with him or are they not? They are not. He is by himself. Meghan and the children did not arrive with him.
He is alone.
What a shock.
What a shockadoo. What a shock. He did not.
He's alone. Yeah, he did. They didn't come with him.
The kids are at home, guys. The kids are at home. Meghan did not bring the kids. How sad is that? That's a sad, sad, sad. The opportunity of a lifetime. She squandles. Shame on her. Shame, shame, shame. The one opportunity she gets to allow the king to see the kids, and she squanders it. she make excuses and pretty much slams the door in Charles' face and says, no, you're not seeing the kids. And her excuse was, check out her excuse, guys. Her excuse is, oh, security, 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 security. Now, before we leave today, guys, I want to show you a clip of Thomas Markle pleading and begging Meghan to see the kids. I mean, begging and crying and whining and just totally upset about the situation. I didn't either, Maureen. Oh, okay, Demon Dictator.
Is as public and as brutal as it gets. By all accounts, Meghan Markle had a happy childhood, spending much of her time with her father. He says he paid for her education and holidays and took her to TV show sets where he worked as a lighting designer. But when Meghan began dating Prince Harry, it all changed. Hounded by press and alone in Mexico, Thomas Markle was struggling to cope.
There was such an obsession about anything in my world, including tracking down my parents, and I did everything I could to protect both of them.
He says that is not true, and as the tabloids made a mockery of him, he was convinced to take staged paparazzi photos before his daughter's wedding.
No one took any time to protect any member of our family. We were attacked by the press every day.
He is now completely cut off from Harry and Meghan and has no contact with his grandchildren.
I can't, I look at Archie, I think about this child, and I go, I genuinely can't imagine doing anything to intentionally cause pain to my child. I can't imagine it. So it's hard for me to reconcile that.
It's a relationship as...
You can't imagine conflicting pain on your children, but you're doing it now by keeping them from seeing their grandparents. But you're not inflicting pain. You can't imagine. I can, because you're doing it, Meghan. You're doing it. These people that you are running from or hiding your kids from has done nothing to you, but made you who you are today, a Duchess of Sussex. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. Meghan's ignorance and arrogance knows no bounds. Hello, Debbie. She was never bringing the kids, nor was she ever coming with Harry. It was the annual well, she won't they come to the UK? That is so true. Comment of the moment goes to Debbie. Look how she treats the people that so-called, look how she treats the people that love her, that gave her a place in society. Look how she treats the people that love her, care about her, gave her what she needed, gave her what she wanted. Look how she treats those that have done so much for her. But she's a good mother. I couldn't imagine doing anything to hurt my kids. And this isn't doing that. This isn't hurting the kids. The fact that you won't let them see The family? It's her fault and it's Harry's fault. Hit the like button, guys. Kick me out there in the art algorithm.
Complicated as it is damaged. But the question now is, can it ever be repaired?
Nope.
Thomas Markle Sr. joins us now. Welcome to Sunrise. Thomas, firstly, you haven't met either of your grandchildren. Gee, that must be incredibly difficult. What lengths will you go to see them?
First, thank you and good morning. What lengths would I go to see them? I would wait patiently till they were ready to bring them to me. I don't want to be a stalker. I don't want to do anything like that. They live about 120 miles from me in Montecito. But as long as my daughter has the attitude that she doesn't want me to see them, that's the way it's going to be. I certainly won't do anything silly or attempt to stalk them to see my grandchildren. Although I think they're being deprived of seeing all their grandparents, and they're being deprived of seeing all their relatives, and I think that's terribly unfair to them.
Well, what would you say to your grandchildren, and what would you like to do with them if you get the chance to meet them?
Well, I would say that I love them, and I would certainly, Lily, of course, is just at the age where you just simply hold her, and Archie, Archie probably be a great little playmate. I'd probably get along very well with him, and I'd certainly enjoy it, I'm sure. He seems like a sweet kid. I'd like to have the opportunity to spend time with him, but until this is resolved somehow with Meghan and Harry, nothing will happen.
Thomas, we know in the US, some grandparents have taken legal action to see their grandkids. Is that something you would consider?
I've had offers from several lawyers pro bono to. We do have a right to sue to see our grandchildren, but to me, that's like turning this into some kind of a game and using them as pawns, and I won't sue to see them because I just think that's using them, and it's not what I plan to do, and I don't want to see Harry and Meghan do the same thing. They shouldn't be used. They're just kids.
They are using them.
So no, I'll wait.
It's a really sad relationship, a really
Very
strained
sad.
one. You're saying all the grandparents can't see them, but Doria can, Meghan's mum, your ex-wife. Have you rung Doria and tried to sort this out and said...
It speaks volumes about Doria's, lack of parenting to say, hey, Meghan, let your father see the kids. But, it's...
Hey, can you go into bat for me?
I've tried a few times to call her and not been able to get through, and I've also left a couple of letters for her on her porch with no response. I don't know if she's well. Doria and I always did get along. There shouldn't be a problem, but I'm sure that Doria does whatever.
How do you not know that he hasn't seen his grandkids, Debbie? Are you saying that he's never ever in his life ever seen his grandkids? You could say that he doesn't have a relationship with his other grandkids, but you can't say that he hasn't seen them. And how do we not know that the relationships that he has with his in-laws, daughter-in-law or son-in-law, is not as strained like his relationship is with Meghan. But we're not talking about the other kids. We're talking about Meghan's kids. We're talking about the royal kids. We're talking about the kids that Meghan had. Meghan has no reason to treat her father this way and to keep those kids away from him. That's what we're talking about. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is that Meghan is deliberately keeping these kids from seeing their relatives. How mean and cruel is that? It's no excuse for her behavior. It's no excuse, even the excuse that he doesn't see the other grandkids. I think it's a sad day. It's a sad, sad situation. I can say with confidence he has never met Christopher because Christopher is in print saying so. Okay, so he's never saw him. Okay. What should we do about that? I'm not talking about Christopher. I'm talking about Lilibet and Archie. And that's his situation that he's got to deal with because he didn't meet Christopher. Poor Christopher. Maybe he needs to add Christopher to his list. But in this conversation, we're talking about Lilibet and Archie. And I don't know why he can't see Christopher. And maybe that has something to do with his mother. Or, it does take effort from the other individuals to allow the kids to see, especially it's Christopher's Thomas's son. Because let me give you an example. My cousin got married and had a baby, but we didn't see that baby as much as her side of the family. Does that make sense? Not saying that about Christopher. What I'm saying is that 9 times out of 10, if it's the mother's side, just like my family, me and Eric's baby, my mom's side of the family, my side of the family sees my daughter a lot more than his side of the family. It's just the way it is. And I have even had a conversation with Shauna, his sister-in-law, my sister-in-law, and she said it in the beginning. She said, your family will dote on her so much that you are not going to have any issues. So I can see that. But as far as Christopher is concerned, that is something that Thomas Markle is going to have to deal with. I'm not talking about his character. I'm talking about Meghan's character. How she treats her father. How she deliberately keeps the kids from seeing the father. And shame on whomever that didn't allow Thomas Markle to see Christopher.
Meghan and Harry tell her to.
Look,
So
they were practically best friends. He took her to dance class. He bought her a horse. She was in theater. He picked her up every day. He treated her like his little princess. But when his princess grew up, she treated him like a stepchild. Treated her father like a nobody. Said, you will not see your grandkids. And why is that, Meghan? Why have you deprived the father, your only father, of seeing the kids that he so desperately would love to see? And not just him, but also King Charles, because you had an opportunity this particular go-round to allow the king to see Lilibet, someone he has never met before. Again, it is the parents' responsibility to make sure that the grandparents sees the kids, including Christopher. Continue, Thomas.
That seems to be a dead end.
He took her
for me as
15.
well.
So you've tried to call her and you've left.
He took her boating. He took her fishing. He gave her a life of just excess. And this is how she treats him.
Letters on her porch at her house
Oh,
and
look.
no communication whatsoever.
Cut off.
That's correct.
Yeah, it just seems so sad that over.
It's shocking. It's beyond sad. Imagine you being a father and has given your daughter everything you could possibly give to her. And then she grows up and marries a prince and throws you to the lions. Excuse me. Not only did she throw you to the lions, she pretty much denounced you. She pretty much said she doesn't want to have anything to do with you. But she's this kind person. She's this charitable person. How can you be this charitable person and treat your father this way? Leave him out in the cold. He can't see his grandkids. He has no relationship with them. Because why? Why is that? His doting daughter, the love of his life. Well, whatever the reason is, he still wants to see him, whether it's attention, whether it's fame, whether it's fortune, whatever the reason is that he wants to see the kids. The bottom line is he wants to see them. You can't take that away from him, but she did. What does it matter if he wants attention? No one said bring the cameras over so everybody can take a picture while I kiss on the kids and see them. Thomas Markle didn't say that. He just politely asked his daughter, can he see his grandkids? At first he wanted to see her, but she was incognito. Incognito. Yeah, it still doesn't take away the fact that he should be allowed to see his grandkids. He hasn't done anything malicious or nasty or disgusting. And wanting attention is not a good reason for him not to see the kids. Make it make sense. Well, however, he still got her a horse. Whether he leased it, owned it, kept it, didn't keep it, she got the opportunity to ride a horse, to learn how to ride a horse. A lot of kids can't do that. A lot of kids don't have that opportunity where their dad can lease a horse out and rent a horse to give her horse lessons. That makes more sense anyway, because it looks like you got to have a farm or a barnyard to keep a horse in, and I don't think he had one of those. But he gave her everything, whether it was purchased or rented. It still was a horse. I think it reflects on something with Senior. No one's perfect. That no arrangement was made to include relationships with him when Ashley and Christopher went to their paternal grandparents. Whatever the case may be. I wasn't in their home. I don't know what went down. I don't know what happened with the parents, and I don't know what happened with Thomas Marco. I don't know what happened with the juniors, and I don't know what happened with Samantha. I don't know what happened with that whole situation. But to deprive a grandfather of seeing their grandkids, it's cruel and unusual punishment. He is devastated. He is sad. She was uninvited to the wedding. Meghan uninvited her and blamed her mother for the reason why Ashley couldn't come to the wedding. It was such a spectacle. Yes, you can. You can, Maureen. You can tell she was a brat. He spent some quality time with her and gave her a lot of interesting and experiencing such things as riding horses, boating, fishing, etc., dancing, ballet. The different things that we do with Kara to keep her busy, to keep her active. She does swim class, ballet, tap, and gymnastics, and she goes to camp. She's a busy little bee. Bzz. Yeah, I believe that they are victims. I do believe that Thomas Markle Jr., Samantha, and Thomas Sr. Jr. are victims. And Meghan turned them into victims. The Sussex squad attacked them. Everybody was attacking them. And Maggot sit around and allowed them to attack her brother and her sister, her father, her in-laws, and everyone. But didn't speak out against the Sussex squad, but spoke out about everybody else. What about your squad, the Sussex machine? The Sussex machine. Now, nobody is perfect. Maureen, you can definitely tell she was Daddy's little girl. Daddy's little girl. Daddy's little girl. She was. The old lady she is receiving his karma. Well, I don't know about all that, but Meghan sure is going to find hers sooner or later. And I feel sorry for Thomas Sr. for not being allowed to see his kids, his grandkids. And I don't know why that would be karma against him, because he's done nothing to Meghan to make her mistreat him. So why is that karma for him against something that Meghan has bestowed upon him, which has pretty much told him that he's dead to her? How is that karma? I call it evil, despicable, nasty, debauchable behavior by someone that so calls herself this charitable person, this humanitarian, this philanthropy, all these things that she's supposed to be, but she treats her entire family like crap-a-doolittle. You can't be both. You can't be impartial to your family. And they've done nothing to you but support you and love you. And then in turn, you turn around. Not only did you trash them and say that you didn't know these people, but you treated these people that are your family like crap-a-doolittle. I'm talking about her character. Now, her, the Duchess of Sussex. Let's hear a little bit more, and I'm going to let you lovely people go.
Those initial photos that you took before the wedding, that sounds like that's where it all broke down. Were you close to Meghan before that, or were things starting to go awry before the wedding?
Meghan and I had a good relationship all from the time she was in this age 2 all the way, 8, from the time she was born until she went off to college. It went a little dry when Harry entered the picture. I'm not quite sure why, but it became a little difficult there. And one of the problems was that she kept asking me to tell my oldest daughter, Samantha, and my oldest son, Thomas, to stop saying things about them. But my oldest kids are 50 years old. Good luck to you trying to tell your 50-year-old child to do anything. So that may have been one of the things that upset her. And of course, the photographs were a setup. I was set up by a guy named Jeff Rayner and another guy named Dylan Howard, who's with American Media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding. I was just part of it. Basically, they went to my oldest daughter and convinced my oldest daughter to convince me to have photographs to clean up.
Yes, but we're not talking about any kids, Debbie, and we're not talking about any family. We're specifically talking about Thomas Markle Sr. that has done nothing to Meghan but love her and support her as a loving father. And she has no reason to dismiss him and treat him in such a way. And even the fact that he hasn't met Christopher, which has nothing to do with the fact that Meghan hasn't allowed her father to see the kids. It just may be that Christopher's mom said, no, you are not going to meet your grandfather. I don't know. But my point is that Meghan, not only does she treat her father and her family in such a despicable, nasty way, but she also, like HP is saying, Harry and Meghan used the kids as a commodity to demand from King Charles. Those are rent-a-kids anyway. Who knows? There's such a secret around these kids that whatever comes out about them in real life, meaning the truth, I'm not going to be surprised. No relevance to the royal family. Those rent-a-kids anyway have no relevance to the royal family. And she's making it very, very clear, HP, that the kids are not going to have anything to do with the royal family anyway. Yeah, interesting, Ziggy Leachick with the crown. Yes, I know you used to follow the Sussex Squad, but did you know that Meghan was paying the Sussex Squad? Word on the curb, and not even on the curb, that she was paying them. Dan Wootton has it on his show. There's receipts out there. No, I don't. But I do know that according to the pictures and the views and all the other things that I keep seeing about the relationship that she has with her father was tight-knit until he had something to do with Samantha and Thomas Jr. She didn't like him having a relationship with them two. All right, guys, we're out of here. I want to thank you for joining me. And I'm not mad at her, Samantha, for that. I'm not mad at Samantha for setting up the photos to have his pictures taken by paparazzi. It's not against the law. And I don't even think it's unethical. What's wrong with that? Taking pictures, getting ready for the wedding, and all this other stuff. Hello, Terry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, let's go out with a song or two. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me and joining me. And now we know that Meghan is not going to be is not in the UK. This is him getting ready for the wedding that he never got invited to. Here is him, her father, getting ready for the wedding he was never invited to and was never going to walk her down the aisle. That was not going to happen. Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Debbie. Wonderland around LA known for certain adult activities. And that's his personal life. Now we're in his bedroom, his adult situation. What does that got to do with him seeing his kids? Because he might have a sketchy background for doing adult stuff, adult activities. Thank you, Fanadues. Let's put some Fanadues in the chat. Fanadues in the chat. Hey, Fanadues in the chat. Yes, this was a wonderful, 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 wonderful night. This was so entertaining. It's extremely sad. It's extremely sad and disappointing to see how Meghan treats her father. How he'll never get to see those kids. How King Charles will never get to see those kids. How their relatives won't get to see the kids. Only Meghan and Harry. Only Meghan and Harry can see the kids. I'm gonna go get me something to eat. What we gonna eat? What is everybody eating today? Yeah, stage photos pretending to get ready. And how do you know that he wasn't really getting ready with the photos? Even though they were taking photos, how do you know he wasn't really getting fitted for a suit? So what? Y'all want to follow me? Come on. I'm going to get my suit. Actually, I'm going to go get something to eat. You guys want to come along? You just had a salad. That's what I was thinking about getting. But I want some soul food. I want some beans and greens. Yeah, I'm going to figure it out. Some soup. Maybe I should go get me some fried chicken and some beans. Attention. I know, but I don't know where to get it from. Let me see. Soul food near me. Southern Delights. It's 15 miles from here. I won't be going there. Spice and Gravy Southern Eats. It's closed. Oh, these places are closed. Sweet Georgia Brown, 20 minutes. It's too far for me to go. I wish I could make my own. Some greens, peel me some greens and some sweet potatoes. Yeah, it's 20 minutes. Not even 20 minutes. It's 20 miles. And then the other one is called Southern Delights. It's 15 miles. And the Spicy Gravy Southern Eatery. Let me see where that's at. It's closed Monday through Friday. And it's only open Saturday and Sunday. What kind of eatery is that? How are they going to make some money? All right, lovely people. Have a wonderful one. We'll be back tomorrow with updated episodes on Meghan and why she didn't take the kids to the UK. Yeah, I didn't get it. We don't have that many southern places around here. So that's not happening. I should have went yesterday. They got mac and cheese. What about black eyed peas? Black eyed pea. It's in Arlington. It's 15 minutes away. Is that too far to get some southern food? They have this place called Black Eyed Pea. I know. I can't find any, Diane. Oh, make bank on those 2 days. Ziggy Lee, maybe I should do Uber Eats and have Uber Eats drop it off. Southern Delights. Let's do this. And then we can do... Maybe I should just drive over there. I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to do my hair. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you think I need to redo the entire hairdo, or just put a 1 if you think I need to redo the whole hair, or no, put a 2 in the chat if I should just touch it up. I need your advice. I don't feel like doing it all over again, and I still have curls. So what I'm going to do is take down the front and the sides and do them over and tighten them up and make them look pretty. Oh, two. Thank you for the twos, because let me tell you something. I did not feel like doing this over. Thank you, Cece. Thank you, guys. Woo! I was going to take it down. Now I'm going to go get my soul food. Because I was going to take it down when I got through with you guys. And just start taking it down, taking it down, taking it down. But now I'm going to wait until Thursday and do it. And I'll take it down and in the back. And then it'll be ready for Saturday. Yay! Okay. Somebody had soup. Somebody had a salad. And I want some soul food. I'm going to ride over there and get it. I'm going to leave it like this for the party, but I'm going to touch it up. I'm going to redo it in the front and just really try to touch it up. Hopefully, yeah. Pie pies. Do they have greens? Do they have mac and cheese? Pie pies chicken. Okay. Where are you located, Popeyes? Off of 287. I know where it is. Let's see what they have. Website. Let's see what size they have. Okay, here are the sides. They got a biscuit, fried pickles, mac and cheese. Okay. I'm going to get some. They got red beans and rice. I don't like that. So I'll get the mac and cheese, coleslaw, and chicken. Coleslaw, I'm going to go to Popeyes. And I'm going to get 2 legs, a biscuit, macaroni and cheese. Yeah. They don't have greens. Hi, pickles! I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm going to go get me something good to eat. Bye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the live. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, they got fried pickles at, how many can they let me try one? Can I try a pickle before I buy a whole thing of it? But I really want some soul food. Yeah. Some greens, some collard greens. Ooh, you know what? My sister's got some baked beans. I got some baked beans in there that I could add with my mac and cheese, baked beans, and chicken. Yeah, I may get me a sample. Bye, you guys.